Hi, this is Paul, and this is your on-site Winning Investor Daily from the Total Wealth Symposium in Las Vegas. I just did my main presentation, which, as you can tell from my friend next to me here, was on robotics. This robot, K5, which is a 400-pound, it says 5 feet, but I think it's taller than that. The company that makes it, Knightscope, allowed us to use this robot in my presentation. And the reason why I wanted to bring a robot out is to really show everyone that's attending the Total Wealth Symposium that the robotics revolution is real and it's happening right now. K5, for example, is like a guard dog. It can go around a warehouse, it can go around the perimeter of a stadium or a building and let you know if something is going on. It's got an infrared camera, it can tell you if there's a fire. It can even identify mobile devices. And this is just an incredible example of how the robotic revolution is going to play out. And you're going to start to see robots like K5, which is from Knightscope, in more and more places. And during my presentation, I showed everyone other robots that they're going to see in hotels and in customer service. And I quickly want to mention why this is happening right now, which is that, first of all, robot prices have absolutely crashed when you compare it to labor costs. In other words, it's never been more beneficial for a business to implement a robot into what they do, and because it costs less. And the second one is the fact that when you use a robot, it's a fixed cost for the most part. And that means that as you have the robot longer and longer, it starts to make rising amounts of cash flow, as you can see in the chart that's over me. So the business case for a robot is that you can implement this robot for lower and lower amounts of money, and the longer you employ the robot, the more money you could make, which is different than before. In other words, it has the capability to totally transform your business. Finally, as you can also see from the slide over here, there are now so many different kinds of robots. Whereas before it was quite limited as to what a robot could do. Today there's everything from, like as I mentioned, for robots for delivering things in hotels, in hospitals, there's security robots, there's fruit picking robots, there are robots for every situation. And this is what the ultimate thing is, which is that you can actually find one that is actually going to genuinely affect and help your business. So if you missed the presentation, well, I gave away 2 incredible stocks that you can get. So you could still, I believe, at some point get the replay, so look out for that. On the other hand, if you just want to invest in ETF, which will give you overall exposure to the robotic market, you can buy into the ETF that's listed in the letter that's going along with this video, and that will give you a good general exposure to the robotics markets. So from K5 and me, it's bye from the Total Wealth Symposium in Las Vegas. This is Paul Mampilly for Winning Investor Daily.